Jill and Afzal have their faith and their marriage.
She looks like me.
My whole mom situation it's really stressful.
Will a new baby bridge the breach or create a chasm?
My daughter loves him and she has to live with him, and thank God I don't.
I thought it would be in her best interest to, go back.
Jill and Afzal are from different worlds, but their love is totally in the same zip code. But when a new baby comes, will it lead to a culture clash of monumental proportions? Our panel of birthdays experts will be watching closely over the next 6 weeks. Relationship guru and woman about town, Josie Vogels. Supermom with a watchful eye, Kathy Buckworth. And the man who's always psyched and ready to go, Dr. Irvin Wolkoff. Jill and Afzal went looking for love on high and online.
We met on a Muslim marriage website. We didn't have a traditional Western relationship, and, we didn't date. We emailed each other, and we spoke on the phone for about a year. Then from there, we decided we'd meet in person.
But boy, were they cyber worlds apart.
There's a lot of bumpy roads.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
We didn't get to have that relationship time.
Like get to know each other, period.
Not a bad idea when planning a marriage, but they learned the hard way.
It's been a couple of years now, so I know how the family dynamics work and, what he expects from me.
She complains a lot. Whatever she tells you, she's being blunt honest. And sometimes it may rub people the wrong way.
To voice my opinion on certain things where it was normal, say, in a Western family household, in his household it wasn't.
She's very opinionated.
Yeah, apparently.
I found a way in being able to talk to her and actually getting the good out of her.
And just in time to get round her in the belly, because they're about to have a baby, as long as it's okay with Afzal's mom.
My biggest worry is when I want to parent my child a certain way, he may take his mom's advice over mine.
We never did that.
Even though my idea may be perfectly fine, he thinks, you know what, don't insult my mom, so just do it that way.
They know everything.
My mom loves her. She loves her ability to treat her husband good, which she has done. I mean, we'd come home and she'd run and get me or make me tea, right? It's not like I tell her to. It's not spicy, it's just black
Afzal
pepper.
would also like it if Jill would just cook the way mom does, too.
My goal is to learn to cook food that she makes. I mean, she makes them amazing anyway, so I'm never gonna be able to compare to her cooking. Should I have heated this more?
No.
It's okay?
It's hot. Ooh, Mama Chica.
Talk about sweating already. Whoa.
Oh, Nelly.
So I'm never gonna be able to compare to her cooking. She's been doing it since she was a kid.
That's one of the traits that I do look for in a woman. She cannot just be beautiful and nice. You need to know how to cook, right? It's something that every man wants to look forward to when he comes home.
I'm like sweating from this.
There's a few sentences there that I was giving myself a mental health slap for, like what he expects from me.
You don't feel that you could be empowered if you made me dinner?
Not so much, unless...
I feel pretty darn good when I cook dinner, and it turns out really well.
But no one's telling you that you have to do it. Exactly.
So,
there's a few things that I think, ooh, I'm not so sure I'm going to be liking where this is going. Exactly.
So, there are a lot of expectations, and I'm a little bit nervous about she is going to have to match Afzal's mother.
Well, I'm a little worried about guys who want their wives to be just like their mothers.
Today is the day Jill and Afzal bring home baby Sophia.
Welcome, Sophia. Welcome home, my baby.
And Afzal's brother and mother know just how to make her feel right at home.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you, Mom.
Congratulations. She looks like me.
Only an hour home, and Jill's stressed to impress.
Okay, let's go.
No, Mommy, it's okay. I'll get her a little, here. Here's a blanket.
Okay.
Do you want anything? You want chai or anything? Sweetie, do you want something to eat?
No, I'm not hungry. It's okay.
She looks like me.
It's easier to maybe slip up, so to speak. So I always try to make sure I, respect her and do whatever it takes to make her feel like I appreciate her.
She has big eyes.
Sophia. Isn't that gonna give her buck teeth?
Buck teeth?
No, it's only gums. It's massaging her gums.
Where do
It's good for her
teeth
jaw.
come from?
He's a little bit of a hypochondriac sometimes.
I see her doing it. I thought it was fine, but then when I put it in, right, I felt that immense pressure on my finger. I was thinking because there's so much pressure, I was thinking maybe it would push or force the gums out, and the teeth would grow out this way instead of like this.
Buck teeth.
Buck teeth.
There's always braces.
When in doubt, Afzal always refers to the good book, the baby book, that is.
So after I read this, I'll let you know what I found out. Okay, sweetie?
Yeah.
You know, when your wife has just had a baby, it's good not to be too smart. You know,
think?
I
Yeah.
stopped being doctor for a while after
I'm a
each
little
kid.
worried about this, thinking that, but it's very cute. I have to say, it's very sweet. And even when the mother sort of said, well, you know, we didn't do that, he said, I'll look it up. So he's willing to go to another source because
An
the wife
outside
seems
neutral source.
because his wife seems, you know, Jill seems pretty certain that this is okay. I can do this, and she's standing up to him and saying that. So
Yeah.
those were all good things.
I would have to say, as someone who is like, you know, does sort of struggle with needing to be right sometimes,
What?
if I suddenly felt concerned about something, I might, you know, be on the internet Googling it or checking out.
He's a new dad, and it's great that they had their whole family there waiting.
Yeah, I'm with you. Not only was I happy to see that there are other people in their lives, which is really important, but whatever else, everybody's invested in that baby, which is really
Very cute.
sweet. You know, he looks like me. No, she looks like me. She looks like me. Good. They care.
When the buck teeth come out, then we'll see who the baby looks like.
It's been 2 weeks since the birth, and with Afzal back at work, Jill is having a string of bad luck.
My mother-in-law broke her ankle, and my mom's passport didn't come. So I've been pretty much doing it alone. A lot of sleepless nights, and now I know why women get depressed when you don't sleep and you just take care of everyone. You just have to make it all work. I need a good night's sleep. I'm an old fart now.
So when Afzal gets home from work, she welcomes him with open arms.
I'm okay. How are you?
Good, how's your day?
Oh, tiring. I was like stumbling on my feet.
Tired? How about some quality time with baby Sophia?
Don't break daddy's heart crying, baby.
Are you okay?
It's under control. Finish. I'm not a worrywart, but things that I do tend to worry, I sometimes go overboard in my worrying.
He worries more than most men do, for sure.
You mean like this, Jill?
Like it'd be, you know, making this mucusy sound coming right from the throat, and it would be rattling the back. Did you mark that gurgling sound this morning?
No, not really.
Just to show the doctor. Because she never does this when she's at the doctor. The baby would cry and cry. So I thought maybe, you know, there may be a chance for something else going on.
But after checking his baby manual, Daddy has found a solution.
When she's hungry, he thinks that she's having stomach problems. So give her the gripe water.
That was another ongoing issue. I had to snap her out of it. I had to tell her, listen, it's not a bad thing. Every time with me, every time I feed her gripe water, she's fine.
Probably because she has a little buzz going on.
Bottoms up.
Maybe the baby's crying because she's hungover from the gripe water. Actually, I'm kidding. I think gripe water is a great thing. I think he's very concerned.
The one thing I thought was interesting, though, is that, you know, even though the concerns about the mother, when he was having the issues with the baby, he went to the book. He didn't go to mom. I love a research person.
The thing that killed me was, you know, he's worrying, he's sweating. Kid's just drooling and gurgling, you know.
Yeah, but he was nervous.
I don't think he's seen, I don't have the impression this guy was raised around a lot of babies and he adores this one. So, okay, it's funny to me, but she gurgles and he's on page 182.
Yeah, no, it's great. And the diaper change was hilarious. You know, a lot of the times, you know, we see guys that are, oh, you know, it stinks and it's horrible and so the rest, but he's saying, don't break my heart. I mean, it's very sweet.
It's very sweet. And when the baby started screaming a lot, he's just, instead of going like, ah, it was like, ah, I got it under control.
It's all good.
It's all good, really.
I don't like it that she's so eager to look after everybody. She should be more of a She should walk in and say, you, I'm not going to do everything.
What is your problem? Either the women, they're like, you know, they don't care enough, or
It's
they
all
care
about
too
balance.
much.
It's all about
She's
balance.
too nice for you.
I
That's
also
what it is.
think
She's too nice for you.
Yeah, she's too nice for me.
You like
and
a bad girl,
More
don't you?
importantly, I do, but that's another story. More importantly, I'm afraid she's too nice for herself. She may be
I think she
signing
might be
deals.
masking something. I agree.
Yeah.
A lot of resentment, perhaps.
It's the weekend, but 3 weeks since the birth, Jill is still feeling overwhelmed.
The only real thing I would say that I miss is just having a little bit of me time. You can't just get up and go. You know, the only time I take her out is to go to the doctor. I'm so tired. Yesterday I couldn't even go to the bathroom. I had to have her on the Snuggly. She wouldn't let me put her down.
Today, Jill will get some me time, but she needs a favor from Afzal.
I know I'm not. You're gonna have to go through that garbage. I'm sorry.
Jill's prized earring is missing. So once Jill is on her way and baby Sophia is asleep, the treasure hunt begins.
Man, this is gonna be not fun. Oh man, you can smell the foul odor. You know, they're not so bad coming off your baby, but then you let them sit for a while, it's like fermented poop. Oh, gross. So far, no earring. Wow, the things I do for my wife, it's unbelievable. Oh, mama.
Afzal's stinky search is over with no good news.
I'm trying to get my mom here, but if it will happen, I don't know. I think that she may come this weekend and stay on, as long as she's feeling okay, yeah.
The thought of his mother-in-law visiting has Afzal, thrilled.
You know, son-in-laws and mother-in-laws.
What if me and your mom got into this huge argument?
My mom's not argumentative at all.
Yeah, well, you are.
It's the end of a long day, and Afzal and the family snuggle in for the evening.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
At night, he's so good. I make sure I have a bottle at night, because he wants to have that bond with her as well.
I'm like big time trying to wind down. My body's like, meow. I've always had a weakness for babies.
I'd like to have more, probably.
More, probably.
Not anytime soon.
We talked about this more, probably. Well, why'd I marry them? She was like, oh, I think I'm gonna stop at 1. And I'm like, hell no.
We talked about it from the beginning, you know, because you have to know that you're right for each other and want the same things in a marriage. Because if not, it's not going to work.
I want more, and she better be thinking of having more. Oh,
There we go.
there we go.
Success.
Success.
And for his darling daughter, Afzal has composed a soothing lullaby. Unfortunately for Jill and Afzal, Sophia missed the chapter on falling asleep.
I did want to let her know you can go to the bathroom without a baby. You just put them in the crib. They actually don't go anywhere at that age. But also she needs to find a little support group, some friends. I'm not sure. We haven't seen anything, any evidence that she has any friends. I'd like to see her find that.
It's been 4 weeks since the birth, and today Jill picks up her mom at the airport.
You know, what you're coming should be a horrible, horrible guest. That's all I need. And then I'll never live it down.
Hello, Mama. How are you? How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
How was your trip? Nice to see you
It was
too.
long, but it was nice.
Was it? Well, you're home now, so you can come in and relax. Kick your shoes
Where's
out.
that beautiful baby?
My little
I'm sorry,
princess.
I wanted to see you, and I wanted to see you, but I wanted to see the baby.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's
know,
priority.
that's it.
I think everything should go well, but again, it's that whole unfamiliarity.
She looks just like a little Jill. Let me see that beautiful smile.
And it isn't long before Jill's mother begins pushing Afzal's buttons.
One of the things I really dislike is when families, they come and they want to rough handle the baby. They kiss the baby really like that, and they grab the cheeks and squeeze them, and I feel it.
I'm saving all that off. I know they're gonna give you a first haircut pretty soon.
Sophia's cue ball haircut is one part of a Muslim celebration to be held in her honor.
God bless you.
Jill's mom is here. She's new to all of this. She seems clearly a little nervous about what some of the stuff that's going on and the traditions. So it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out.
Well, it's definitely because she's entering that world. She's kind of the one outsider in all of this. So I agree. I think it'll be interesting. She'll have Jill sort of as an ally, but Jill is obviously, got the baby to worry about and the whole big celebration itself. So I agree. I think it'll be interesting to see how Jill's mom reacts.
Yeah, Jill converted, her mother did not.
So we're gonna do this. I came up with an idea.
Today is the day of baby Sophia's celebration, but Jill's mom is not exactly in a festive mood.
I had conflict with my son-in-law, and that makes it hard because then it makes choices. My daughter loves him, and she needs to be with him, and she has to live with him, and thank God I don't have to. So I'd look at her and think about how she was so independent and traveled and had a good job and everything, and how different everything is now. Just a different person entirely. You do some things for your husband to make things, but to ask every single move and every breath, and I don't know, it just doesn't. I just feel sad for the Jill that I lost.
Oh, there's been issues. Yeah. I'll see how it plays out.
My mom thinks is the norm, and what my husband thinks is the norm is different. So, that's fine. What can I do? I can only try to make peace, right? Did the food arrive? Yeah.
But today is all about baby Sophia, so the family puts their differences aside and puts on their best party faces. To help in the ritual are Jill and Afzal's brothers, and they capture the moment for posterity. After having your head shaved, what's more awesome than a big party? And everyone's there, including Afzal's mother. Guess her ankle's better.
And that's my brother-in-law, Mark.
But the good feelings are not being shared by everyone.
They like it? Yeah. Good. At least they're eating something.
This is a really complicated relationship. Mother-in-law, son-in-law, there's a conflict there, and I don't think there's any sort of concession on either side that we're seeing right now. I don't know if we will down the road.
I think that if Jill's mother has lost Jill, Jill has also lost
Perhaps.
Jill. And I worry about people who get rid of autonomy, a taste for travel, the ability to hold down a good job. I hope she thinks she got a fair trade for that in this marriage.
Well,
That's all
I don't
can
see
say.
any cracks with Jill so far. I think why Jill's mom is feeling it so severely is because when a new baby is in the family, particularly as a grandma, you see all these qualities that you hope are being carried on through your generation. She kept saying she looks just like Jill, she looks just like Jill. She so badly wants her to be that Jill that she had. She's trying to find the new Jill. How's that? Because she's lost the old one.
Mom was really upset, but she stayed for that party because she knew. I mean, she wasn't happy at that party, but she stayed because it was the right thing to do, and she's there for the grandchild. And, I think that family's important to these people, and that will save them.
Back home from the party, Jill's mom has come to a decision.
Afzal's mother and father were wonderful, and the children have been wonderful. I think it's. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I think you have an idea of who your daughter's going to be married to, and you hope it's going to be wonderful, and I hope it will be wonderful for them. It's not good for me, that's all. This is it. I want to go home yesterday. Yesterday.
I was hoping she would stay a bit longer, but you know, as long as she's here for the event and got to spend time with us, and, you know, that's what really matters.
With all this happening in such a short amount of time, I thought it would be in her best interest to, you know, go back, right? And then maybe we can sort things out later on.
And with that, Nana goes home. It's been 5 weeks since the birth, and Jill and Afzal perform their final ritual for baby Sophia.
Well, you want to let's throw from here. And we take the old hair, the stagnant hair, and we throw it in a flowing river. We make a little, it's called a dua. Dua is a prayer. I'm gonna take a little hair of yours, and if it's okay with you, I'm gonna toss it in the river. Bye-bye, Sins. There it is.
Say bye-bye here.
Bye, Sins, and any future evil eye. Oh, there it goes over the hump.
After doing this last ritual, Jill's got another hairy situation to contend with.
I'm going to Boston with the baby on Saturday, and we're going for a week.
I wanted to go because I don't mind the exposure my little baby has with her mom's background.
I think Jill is really happy with her new family. Yes, I do hope there is resolution with her mother, but I think some of that will be her mother having to let go a little bit of what she had hoped for their relationship and realize that Jill has a new life, and she is actually happy in it.
Yeah, Jill's mom will never have the same relationship with this grandchild that she does with the others, not just because of the way the babies are being raised, but because they don't live in the same city. Mom's gonna have to get over it. Jill is happy. I think she needs to leave her alone.
God bless you, sweet, sunny little optimists. I have not seen this much evidence that Afzal even considers that there's anything necessary from his end. It's all about...
That's not true. I think the whole, concession that there needs to be resolution with her family and her going to Boston, that's a big one.
It's a fine point, but he didn't say there needs to be resolution. He just said they should all know I love them like family, and God bless her, she's in Boston. I can't wait till she gets home.
I did say there should be resolution. That's absolutely not true.
I liked watching them at the river with the hair, and it was very sweet and very touching. What I liked most about it was just the two of them with the baby. It wasn't a big family thing. It was just something that they did themselves, and it was very sweet. I thought it was very cute.
I'll be loads happier when they go back to the river with the baby, not because of religious obligation, but because they have a free afternoon and they want to be together.
I thought also it was a nice contrast to the big celebration that we saw, where all the bigger families came together, but there was that underlying tension.
Afzal's really taking to it. He's really just falling in love with this baby. They're both falling in love with this baby. Hopefully it's, softening him up a little, and he can see their unit as an independent family unit.
I'm a sucker for parents who fall in love with their babies, and he's in love with this little Safia. He really loves her.
It's been 6 weeks since the birth, and today, Jill comes home from Boston.
I did see my mom. Reconciliation, I don't think there was really much of that. I've had a good relationship with my mother, but this incident, it just put a damper on things,
I want to go home yesterday.
It could have been resolved so easily, and things could have blown over, but she chose not to.
So it looks like it's finally just Jill and Al, and baby makes 3.
Since Sophia came into our lives, we've grown to love each other even more. We've become better friends.
Now, we have a family. It's not just a couple anymore.
Yeah, I think it completed our family unit. He thinks he's a gourmet chef sometimes.
Yeah, I watched Emerald.
A rare occasion right here. Mushrooms, anyone? I'm not a real TV person. I just watch, like those slice shows.
Right here along the side of the moat.
Oh, that's from the Passive.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
Okay.